I struggled with gender confusion since I remember myself. I grew up as a child very confused about who I was. I was looking at my mom, at my dad, and I didn't know who I was supposed to imitate. I was seeing traits in the men around me that I didn't want to have, and I was afraid that if I was going to become a man in my adult life, I would have to become like them. And some of the things that I saw growing up as a child were that men were abusive. They were having drinking problems, and they were beating their wives, and I didn't want to become like that. So I made up my mind as a child that I will become like my mom, like my aunties, like my mom's friends, who seems to be gentle, who seem to be understanding and involved in the development of their children. And growing up, that confusion kind of became deeper and deeper, because I noticed that what I wanted to be is not necessarily the norm in society, and I started to feel more and more uncomfortable in my body. And obviously when I started to go to school and to meet new people, there were differences in my behavior, the things that I wanted. Then sometime later on, I discovered pornography as well. I got in touch with other men who started to manipulate me emotionally and take advantage of my innocence, let's put it like that. And I became a target for someone's imaginations, let's say. And things became worse and worse. I started to fall into various addictions and things that I never wanted to do as a young teenager. And to go fast forward, things took a different course when I met Jesus. And I understood that there's a different way for me. I didn't have to live my whole life condemned to a behavior or a set of values that I didn't want to have for my life. And I understood that God actually loves me, that He created me without any mistakes. And the fact that He made me a man means that I don't have to do anything to prove that I'm a man. And there's no competition between me and other men, which is the way I lived until that moment, thinking that I always have to prove myself and I always have to show them that I can compete and up to that level. And when Jesus just came through and broke all those lies, and all that pressure just fell off my shoulders, and it felt so much easier to navigate through life and through, all the things that I was struggling with, like addictions and stuff like that. And step by step, He showed me and He led me into how to embrace my identity as a man of God, as a child of God, as whom He created me to be.